For nearly a year, a New Hampshire-based nonprofit has provided food, clothing, and supplies to children displaced by the war in Ukraine.
Common Man for Ukraine is also focusing on the emotional toll on children who have lost family members by setting up a trauma counseling retreat across the border in Poland. But volunteers are only scratching the surface there, and more donations are critical to help more kids.
News Center Maine's Vivian Lee has the story from Ashland, New Hampshire.
Susan Matheson recently returned from a mission supporting the youngest survivors of the war in Ukraine, and she shows us pictures of young children smiling through their pain.
Look at this girl. Her dad just died.
Matheson is one of the founding members of the nonprofit Common Man for Ukraine. Since December of last year, the nonprofit has delivered over 800 tons of food, 10,000 sleeping bags, generators, and other needed items to Ukrainian orphanages and safe houses. Earlier this year, the nonprofit launched the Children of Ukraine Health Retreat. 30 children are transported away from the war zone in Ukraine for the 3-week camp in the Tatra Mountains in Poland. The kids, ages 8 to 15, share a common bond. All lost at least one parent during the war.
Some of these kids will be the first time in over a year that they haven't heard bombing every night. They haven't heard air raid sirens every night. And now they're in this quiet place, no bombing.
Besides camp activities, there's art therapy. Kids also put on plays and sing. But more importantly, there's also group and individual trauma counseling. A certified psychologist and volunteer teachers from Rotary clubs in Poland work with the kids and encourage them to share their feelings. This girl fights back tears as she reads a letter she wrote to the president of Ukraine about her dad.
My mom, my brother, and I are really missing him.
Matheson, who became a widow when her children were only 2 and 7, knows the importance of helping put these children on the path to healing.
We're giving them a few tools to deal with their loss, to deal with the road ahead. These are the kids that are going to grow up and rebuild Ukraine someday.
Now, the nonprofit is committed to funding relief supply convoys to safe houses and orphanages in Ukraine and trauma counseling programs and retreats in Poland for the foreseeable future. But volunteers greatly need more help from the public to keep this momentum going. Common Man for Ukraine spends $140,000 each month for all of the programs. The cost of sending a child to the retreat is $1,000. Funding could run out in about 3 months, and with winter around the corner, volunteers say people must open their hearts and wallets to keep these programs going. In Ashland, New Hampshire, Vivian Lee, News Center, Maine.
If you'd like more information on Common Man Ukraine and how you can donate, just head to our website or our News Center Maine app.